Hey guys, it's Woody and this is Mail Monday. For those of you that are new, this is a weekly series where I take a look at your mails, give my advice and feedback. So let's get this started. Hey Woody, me again. I sent you a message a while back about a girl who was a wild pony. Well, I fell for her and she broke my heart. We essentially broke up because she couldn't be tamed, who would have thought, and wanted to drink and do stuff with other guys. But there's another problem. She still wants to be a thing so she can have me and have other guys. I think I love her and it's a hard decision. What should I do? Thanks. P.S. I'll listen to your advice this time. So this guy was on Mail Monday a couple weeks ago, and he said that he liked a girl that had kind of a wild history and didn't really look like she wanted to slow down. Looked like she liked her wild history. And my advice to him was this: like, look, you've got a wild pony on your hands. You need to understand that they bring heartache, and behave carefully when you approach one of these women. So. Yeah, and it turns out that was on target. So, and what she wants seems to be more of what she's always had. She wants to have a friends with benefits situation. And now the question is, should I indulge in such a thing? There's part of me that wants to say, yes, you should. Get some, boy, go, go, go. But, there's more to it than that, right? I mean, you're telling me that you love her. What I'm not getting is that she loves you back. This sucks, right? Clearly she kind of likes you, but she's just not built in a way that lets her, really link up with one guy, which is what you're looking for, right? Some people, and I'm one of them, are, they're just stickers. They stick with one person, and that's how they're designed, and they're free to get sort of jealous about other people, and that's fine. That's one fair way to live your life. That's not the way she's living hers. And you're just going to set yourself up for so much more heartache if you start spending all this time with a girl whom you love and she wants to, do some other guys, hang out, and whatever, right? You are setting yourself up for trouble. By the way, I'm in these long ranges of sight and I have a shotgun. I'm having a hard time navigating the map. But, yeah, so, don't. I would say just back off. I know that you love her. I know how hard that is, and I know how, difficult it is to turn down that friends with benefits situation. But man, she's not a fit for you. She's a slut in the best way possible, right? She might be the most lovely slut that I know, but she wants to be with lots of guys, and you're in love, and that's just not a match made in heaven. So there you have it. That's my advice. Oh, as an addendum, situations like that work when you're not actually in love with each other. This friends with benefits thing is kind of like the pair equivalent of masturbation. It's not about the connection between the two people, and when that connection is there, you've got trouble. So there it is. Had gay sex, but I'm not gay. Hey Woody, I'm a 19-year-old straight male. I've had sex with 3 women in the past, but I was on Craigslist last week and I stumbled on an ad where a guy was offering to give oral sex. I was horny and I went for it. Why I did this, I don't know. I'm not gay or bi. Let's get that out of the way. But I went to this guy's house and started talking to him and then had a beer together and said, do what you want then. I said yes, and then received oral sex, and got off. And after this, I got carried away, and we ended up having regular sex. I gave as he received. I was just horny and in the moment, so I did it. Now I feel disgusted with myself, and I can't stop thinking about it. And I've never want to do anything with a guy ever again. I almost feel a bit traumatized by it, if that makes sense. Any help would be grateful. All right, so on the question of whether you're gay or not, it's hard to tell whether you're actually gay or whether you're like one of those Republicans that spends a lifetime voting against gay rights, but secretly is in the closet the entire time. I don't know. It could be either way, but it's not that big of a deal, right? Let's take this event and translate it to as if you were a girl, right? If you were a girl that, say, one time hooked up with another girl, right? Would that be this horrible, evil, disgusting thing? Or, come on, baby, would it be hot, right? So... my wife is here. Anyway, that's kind of where we are on this thing. Like, don't be so traumatized, right? You're just a person. You're still the same person you were before. I don't want you to beat yourself up over this event. So that's where we are. So, what's your next step on this thing? I don't know, man. Do what you want to do, but what you don't want to do is beat yourself up over this thing, right? You're okay. Lots of guys have had some sort of gay experience sometime in their life. Sometimes it's, when they're 8 or 12 years old. Sometimes it's when they're 19. And like I said, if you change this role a little bit and make yourself a girl, then maybe you'll understand like how you should actually be perceiving the way this whole thing went down. So anyway, best of luck to you. I'm not judging you, man. Good luck. Hey Woody, I'm 12, and yes, if you think it's too young, but I masturbate, and one day I somehow fell asleep with my hands in my pants, and my sister said she saw me like that, and when I was in my mom's room, brought it up, and she knew exactly what it meant. My mom hasn't said anything, but I'm embarrassed, and it's going to be awkward telling my parents. What should I do? Alright, man. You're 12, right? You're a little man. And little men do what little men do. There's my words of wisdom. And I think your sister is in short order going to sort of wrap her head around that, and just sort of understand that she lives with guys, and you're becoming a man, and this is part of the whole deal. Maybe you're actually doing her some sort of favor and conditioning her to be a little cooler about it when she eventually has serious boyfriends and husband and all that sort of thing. But I brought in my wife to get a woman's perspective on the whole having a brother who faps thing. Now she only has sisters, but I want to hear what she has to say.
Okay, so I didn't have any brothers, and this never happened to me. But I think you worrying about having to go to your parents, I wouldn't worry about that. You don't have to go to your parents. And if you do want to go to a parent, I would go to your dad and talk to him about it, because I'm sure he's done that before. And then he can talk to your mom, and if she's kind of weirded out by it, he can kind of calm her down. And you'll probably never have to talk to your mom about it ever, or your sister. And I think you should really kind of talk to your dad, and he'll handle everything, because guys do that kind of stuff like forever. And I really wouldn't worry too much about it, because I believe it's natural, and you truly will not go blind.
I've been going out with my girlfriend for 3 months now, and we just had sex. I really do feel something different with her, and she feels something different with me. After it was done, she said I hurt her. She was a virgin until we did it. I don't want to hurt her more, but I also want her to be happy. What should I do? All right, so when you say I don't want to hurt her more, but I also want her to be happy, I think you mean I don't want to hurt her more, but I want to keep getting laid. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what you're getting at. And for the purposes of this thing, I'm going to assume that you're like 36 years old and no one has any problem with you getting down. So what do you do next? Here's the thing. Sex hurts at first. That's just the deal. Hurts her anyway. And congrats to you for being hung like a horse, but shame for her. What do? Just slow down when she needs you to slow down. Stop when she needs you to stop. I don't think she wants this to be her last sexual experience. I mean, that's not the vibe I'm getting from this at all. The vibe I'm getting is that you guys have discovered that sex can be the cornerstone of intimacy. You really liked it, brought you closer together, and now you just need to know how to handle this next. How to turn, what was kind of a bonding experience into something that's also, a damn good time. So I think you just want to follow her lead on this thing. She'll guide you again. It sounds like the two of you are in a pretty good spot. Let's see what my wife has to say.
Okay, so the first thing I want to say is lubrication. Go to the store, buy some KY, buy something else that lubricates, because I'm assuming that you're probably wearing a condom because you're all about safe sex. Slap some on that bad boy and make it a little bit easy to slide in there. Second, I think they have something called the internet. Maybe you could check out and see if there's some kind of visual aids that you could use to figure out what to do so that it goes a bit easier for her. Or maybe find a book or something on how you can maybe pleasure her a little bit better.
Wait a minute. What kind of visual aids are you talking about on the internet?
I think they have something on there. I'm not positive. I've never actually looked it up.
I'm serious. Like the visual aids that I see on the internet are not good for first timers.
Well, I'm sure if you put it in like first time,
I've seen videos that said first time, and
I have never actually typed anything in there.
These girls are not having their first time. I promise you.
Oh no! See, I thought maybe that there was some kind of instructional manual that you could find online.
Their first time is really some sort of reverse cowgirl on film experience. I'm not buying it.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe get out some kind of book. The Joy of Sex or something like that.
You're just making stuff up.
Well, what are you doing? Your whole thing is making stuff up.
Look, so what would you tell? Like, you've had a first time. Like, how many times does it take before this stops hurting? How do you? What could he be doing wrong that's causing pain? Like, what's going on here?
She's never done it, so it's never been stretched. So it's going to take a while of practice for it to stop hurting, and that's why he needs to lubricate, which is what I started with. And he's got to learn some techniques to kind of, a little bit of foreplay to get her more excited. To
get her cooking, right?
Exactly, because she's not relaxed.
If this thing's not properly varnished, it's not right for anybody.
No.
All right. So, anything else you want to add?
No, that should be about all.
Saturday night I was working and I was planning to get off work to go see my girlfriend who I've been with for 7 months. She's texting me about how she really wants to see me. I get off from work and I go to pick her up and we go back to my place, watch a movie. Well, on the homecoming dance, my buddy texted me that she was dancing with her ex-boyfriend, so I asked her about it and we fought all night. Sunday morning I take her home for a session of makeup sex. I go to work and we had planned out to hang out after work, but she told me she was done with me. After asking her why, and I try to get her back, I find out she cheated on me 2 months before this. I call her out on it and she tells me that she cheated with me on Saturday night while I was at work the night of the dance. So Woody, help me out if you can give me some advice for what to do. What are you, stupid? How? I mean, this girl cheated on you 2 months ago. She cheated on you 2 days ago. She fucked you 1 day ago. Bitches be crazy. Send this one packing. You know what to do? Give her luggage. That's what to do. You know, what are you going to do? Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Send her on her way. This isn't even a close call. This girl is not worthy. She's a cheater. And if you're looking for some sort of crazy friends with benefits thing, then maybe kind of, but it sounds like she wants to break up. Now, look, I get that you might be upset, and that could be, possibly tied into why you're so freaking stupid. But you need to know, like, this happens in relationships. If I'm going to totally guess at stuff, I'd guess that almost, half of breakups don't occur with some sort of, like, really good, clutch it, Woody. Don't occur with some really good, like, hey, I love you, but we're just growing apart, and I need my space, and like an amicable breakup. No.
Fuzzy.
A lot of them break up with this. She finds someone else. She sets up her next boyfriend, which in this case is an ex, and she splits up in kind of this dishonorable way. Jackie, any closing thoughts?
Drop her like a hot potato, and don't worry about getting her back. You don't want her back. She's used goods. That's all I have to say.
That package has been opened too many times. Goodbye. If you're new around here and you enjoyed the video, click subscribe in the top right. 2 videos that you may have missed. On the bottom, I explain what the Prestige Shop is. And when I was done, people were putting strategies in comments that really were not good ones. So I thought maybe I didn't explain it as well as I could, so I made a follow-up video, and that's what the top one is, where I explain like how these tokens work, how many you're going to get, things like that. So anyway, 2 videos you may have missed that will help you hit the ground running in Modern Warfare 3. And finally, surprise video. Go ahead, click it. You wonder what it is.